Howdy, Trust Bear here. We know Medicare. Thanks for joining us. One major concern for people on Medicare is prescription drugs. Bear, what do people need to know about prescription drugs?
Thanks, Jen. The first thing they need to know is, well, what are they? What are prescription drug plans? Well, they're referred to by Medicare as Medicare Part D, D standing for drugs, of course. There are two primary types of drug plans for individuals on Medicare. There are standalone drug plans and drug plans inside of a Medicare Advantage plan. Essentially the same types of plans, the structure is the same, but the cost and the formularies are quite different in each particular plan, standalone or Advantage plan. And one of the key takeaway from today's discussion will be total cost is king. And what we mean by that is it's a combination of premium that you pay for the prescription drug plan and the co-pays based on the prescription drugs that you take. And that's very important. It's very important to know, to look at the drugs that you actually take and then analyze those and see what they're going to cost inside of these plans. There's a prescription drug in this plan that's just about $7 a month. But depending on what medications you're prescribed, that may not be your best value. But most likely the $70 a month plan isn't your best value either. It's somewhere in the middle, and the only way you get there is by analyzing your medications. And an important point that Jen's going to talk about right now is more premium does not equal a better value. And what do we mean by that?
Well, more premium does not equal better value. So as a consumer, I might think that I take, for example, a couple of medications that are advertised on TV, and I know they're expensive. And I'm not 65 yet, but I know that I'm going to be taking those things for sure, maybe some other stuff. So if I try to be proactive and buy a more expensive drug plan thinking that it will be more favorable to designer, more expensive things that are on TV right now, drugs, I would be incorrect in that assumption. The $7 plan that exists might be just as friendly to those particular medications. So the trick is to have someone put the medications in, help you analyze Medicare.gov, which seems straightforward but is not, and then one plan will rise above the others, and sometimes it's by hundreds of dollars, sometimes it's by $5, sometimes it's by thousands of dollars. It's amazing the discrepancies that can occur. Cash prices, be aware. As a consumer, I might think that I should never have to use cash. I have a great Medicare plan. Wrong. Okay, don't assume that. Sometimes there are medications. We believe that Medicare is doing its best to get medicine prices down to help you be able to afford your prescriptions. But until they catch up, some of you are out there paying exorbitant prices for things. You don't have to pay that necessarily. You should do your homework, and sometimes it's easier or more affordable for you to pay for it outside of your plan with cash.
Yeah, or you can have us help you do your homework.
Right.
For example, we had I just spoke with a client yesterday that a medication in the lowest cost drug plan was a $50 copay, and eventually, because of the retail cost that was associated with that, it would trigger the donut hole. They could purchase that same medication for about $20 cash price with a good RX coupon. So that's what they should do. Instead of paying $50 a month and eventually paying even more if they go into the donut hole, just pay the $20 for the coupon price. And eventually Medicare will catch up with that, but it just takes time as these new drugs, more and more drugs come onto the marketplace. And there's 25 plus plans in this area. And most, there's only one or two that's really your best value, but it's just narrowing that down, and that's what we help you do, is we help you narrow down those choices. And it's very important that you review your plans annually.
And that's because not only do the formularies change each year, drugs change, new drugs come out, some go away, something becomes more popular than something that used to be. Also, the premiums on drug plans can change. Sometimes the companies will decide to triple the premium on a particular plan, basically out of the blue. But it's not out of the blue, it's math behind the scenes, but to us it feels like, oh no, we have 100 clients in that plan. We need to get everyone moved to a better plan now. So it creates a little work for us, but that's our job. We're looking out for the behind the scenes things the companies are trying to do to save money, and then we're interpreting that data and giving it to you so that you can get your best value.
And it looks like we're about out of time. We've
Yep.
almost reached 5 minutes. So
Okay, thanks.
thanks for tuning in. And
Thanks so much.
trust Bear, we know Medicare.
We do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.